Hey guys, welcome back to the BHS Buzz. You are watching episode 13. My name is Jimena.
And I'm Jacob.
And now we're going to send it off to Mile High Adler with the weather.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Adler with your weather this week. On Monday, we're going to have a high of 68 and a chance of 24% sleet in the evening to nighttime. On Tuesday, we're going to have a high of 62 and 19% chance of rain and another 24% chance of sleet towards the evening and night. Wednesday, we'll have 72 degrees high and little to no rain at all during the day. During Thursday, we'll have a high of 70, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. In the evening, it will have 5 to 10, so lower than the rest of the entire week. And again, little to no rain. Friday, May 2nd, we'll have a high of 73, which is one of the hotter days of the week. And again, little to no rain and average winds. Thank you. I'm sending it back to Jacob and Jimena.
Thank you so much, Adler, for that lovely weather segment.
And now I'll be sending it off to Zane. Thank you for the M&Ms, by the way. He's with the sports.
Hello, everybody. My name is Zane Wood, and today we have the BHS Sports Buzz. First for girls tennis, they were at Fort Morgan, and they lost 3-4. And at the Patriot League, our top placer was doubles 4. They got second place, which was Lilian Herbert and Madison Gunnels. They have regionals on the 3rd of May, and it is coming soon. Their overall record is 1-6. The boys track and field, they had a pretty strong meet at home, getting second overall. And our first place finishers was Cassius Middlemist with first place in the 100 and 200. And the 4x1 team also got first. And Andrew Herrera got first place in discus. And for the girls track and field, Michelle Headley got first place in the 100 and the 400. And Sarah Becker got first place in the 200. And Jocelyn Middlemist got first in 300 hurdles. And the 4x1, 4x2, and 4x4 all got first places. And they won their home meet. So congratulations to them. Anyways, for boys baseball, they were at University and they lost 1-11. And hopefully they can make a comeback at Lions on the 22nd. And their overall record is 7-5. I've been Fernando Ramirez with your Sports Buzz. And back to you guys.
Thank you, Zane, for that amazing sports report.
We're now going to send it off to our special segment, Don't Disappoint Doff, Civil War Edition.
Hello, my name is Eden, and welcome to Don't Disappoint Doff Part 2. This week's theme is the Civil War. Now on to our first contestant, Zane Wood. So what can you tell us about the Civil War in chronological order?
Well, so you see, these two sides, the North and the South, they don't really care too much for each other because of slavery. Slavery is a bad topic for the North. On the good side, they thought it was good for the South to have slavery. And then they fought. They fought for years. Because the President Abraham Lincoln wanted to abolish slavery. And the South didn't want that. And they were bickering and bickering and bickering. And then Abraham Lincoln, he got voted for a second term. And then he went to a play, and we all know what happened after that one.
Thank you, Zane, for that. And safe to say, I think Doff, let's just say he's disappointed. And now to our final contestant, Angela Ferguson. This is our next contestant, Angela. What do you know about the Civil War?
So basically, what I know about it is that it was North and South America, or United States. They basically went to war because the President Abraham Lincoln, he wanted slavery to be not good. And so then the states wanted their own rights. So then North and South went to war because South wanted slaves and the North did not. So then they went to war, and then the North won. And then Abraham Lincoln got assassinated because of it.
Thank you guys so much for that very civil segment.
In honor of the 13th episode, we shall have a spooky segment, as some people are scared of the number 13, or superstitious, as they might say. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ghosts, spooky, scary ghost stories you could tell with a friend. My name is Zane Wood, and I will be hosting this super special segment of scary interactions. The first ghost story is a very scary story. Let me set the setting. 1967, in an old barn house. They're watching Scooby-Doo. 6, 7, and 9. They all came together to watch a spooky, scary Scooby-Doo episode. And then it started raining really hard. There's lightning, there's thunder. And they're watching Scooby-Doo. 6 locked in. And then he heard something to his right. Then he looked. Then the lightning lit up the room. Thunder with a big bang. 7 was eating 9. 7 ate 9. And 6 was mortified. Absolutely terrified. 6 tried to save 9 because they're friends. And he couldn't do it. And 7 turned on 6. 6 was trying to get away from 7. 7 grabbed him. And 6, he kicked him. 6 ran away from 7 that night. And he was never found. And 7, it's rumored that he still lives in that cabin to this day. And 9's dead.
So, there's this one time at my house, me and the love of my life, Liliana Herbert, we were swimming in my pool. And, we're just having a very fun, good time, laughing, swimming. Then it started to get really dark. Very, very dark and scary. Then I noticed that Lily was gone. I don't know where she went. And then, boom, she just popped up out of the water. It was very scary. Then she started acting a little strange. She started meowing, just acting like a cat. And it was really scary. For a moment, I thought she was possessed. Like, very possessed. And then, it was just so terrifying. And then, she went back under the water for like hours.
Okay, so my scary story is one time when I was 10 years old. I was living at my old house, and I got up in the middle of the night and went to go get something to eat. And next thing I know, I see a scary old man knocking on my window. And then he is away from my window, so I go and lock the front door, and I tell my parents. And they go outside to see if he's there, and he's not there. And then they come back inside, and we hear banging on our door. And after that, then he didn't come back for a few days, and then he kept knocking on my window. So then we had to move.
Oh, that was so scary. I have goosebumps.
I'm quaking in my boots.
I might need an exorcism after that one. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the BHS Buzz. This has been episode 13. My name is Jimena.
And I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you next week.
And I'm Zane!